Jackson with the T-Bones Media Relations Department, joined today with Major Cedric Dunham and Master Sergeant Justin Smith. First of all, Major Dunham, you had the opportunity to give the team a speech. My first question was going to be, what led you to give the speech? I heard that you volunteered to give it yourself.
Yeah, I did. I really appreciate the opportunity to come out and talk to the team, and when the owner invited us to come out, I think that was phenomenal. And, you know, we don't get opportunities to do things like this, so when the opportunity presented itself, I was more than happy to come out and talk to the team and, you know, share my experience and just let them know that we really appreciate what they do and the opportunity that was given.
And your official job title is your experimental officer. Can you explain exactly what all you do?
I'm a experimentation officer working at the Mission Command Battle Lab. Predominantly, my job is to test the force structure for the Army from 2020 to 2045, and to test the force structure to ensure that we have the right capabilities to fight future wars, pretty much.
And now for Justin Smith, what exactly is your job title? You're a prison guard, but what exactly does that entail?
Yeah, I'm the Director of Operations, non-commissioned officer in charge of the Midwest Joint Regional Correctional Facility on Fort Leavenworth. I am the ops cell. We plan, coordinate. Anything that happens inside our facility runs through our office.
Going back to the speech a little bit, I was there, I listened to it, and you talked about how there wasn't much of a difference between giving a speech to a baseball team and giving a speech before a battle. Can you explain really the difference? Because personally, I don't know. I think there's a big difference. Can you explain why you don't think that?
I mean, there are subtle differences, but I think when you look at teamwork, people working together and making sure that the mission is accomplished, i.e. meaning that they go out, work together as a team on the baseball field today and get that win, those aspects of the speech are all one and the same. So I think those are the key aspects from the speech that hopefully that rang to them and that it hit home when I made it to them.
Another part of your speech was that they are baseball players, but at the same time they don't get the respect, which I found really interesting because I feel like sometimes it's the military that doesn't get the respect. Can you please elaborate on that? What was your explanation?
Well, I think ultimately, the baseball players go out to do a job, and their job is to go out and play well and entertain people. And I think, you know, people don't take that into consideration. I mean, if you look out there right now, it's probably like about 90 degrees. Those guys are out there standing out there in the heat, and they're putting on a show for all the people out here. And, you know, if they don't play well, they'll probably hear about it. So there is some form of gratitude that should be given to them for the job that they do. And I'm sure most of them would do it anyway. But, you know, some gratitude should be given them for going out and putting on a good show for everybody in the community.
And you've been in the military for 14 years now. I'm sure there's been a number of speeches, a number of stories that, you know, really come out to you. But is there just one story that just comes out to your mind when you talk about the military?
I think the most gratifying thing that, if I can recall, is me and Master Smith were talking about Afghanistan, was when you go out and do good things for people and then they really appreciate, you know, the efforts that you put into it. For one of the missions in Afghanistan, we were passing out tablets, pencils, and napkins to a bunch of people in Afghanistan. And one of the local elders came up and said that what we were doing really made a difference. And stuff like that are always things that are always stick in your mind for us and myself and Master Sergeant Smith. Those small things like that will probably last with us, stay with us for the rest of our lives.
And he mentioned Afghanistan, and as we discussed earlier, you were actually on your way to Afghanistan. Can you explain what was your reasoning and what you are going to do down there?
Yeah, a tasker came down, and I spoke to my wife and my family and made sure that they were okay with me volunteering for this, and they were, so I did, and I was selected, and I'm going to go work on a rule of law team, basically surveying and ensuring the Afghani population is following certain rules, and that the Americans and coalition forces are as well.
Well, best of luck to you down there. We really appreciate you guys both doing this. He's Major Dunham, he's Master Sergeant Smith, and I'm Shane Jackson. Thank you for watching.